understand then. It's on Twitch. I had no idea what you're talking about. So...
It's okay. You never do.
We're all going. The stream should be going right now. I'll head over to Twitch
I will
right
check
now.
it.
Twitch.tv
It's working.
/BlueEyesLP.
I really hope they will fix this so I can remove the left side and not remove the chat so I can see it bigger.
You can.
Well, I mean, like...
Emily. You see where your name is? Or my name? One of the two? Probably my name up there, maybe yours. You see the little arrow right next to it? In the top left, I mean. Where it says, it might say Boys OP or it might say your name. I'm not sure which one's supposed to be. It's probably my name though.
Yeah, like on my left it says Blue Eyes LP Drunk and then your title, but I cannot remove it. There is no arrow for me.
Okay. Give me a second. So anyone who's checking in on the stream, which is actually going now, they'll have to wait just a minute, and that's actually okay. So, Emily? Can you see Discord?
Yes.
See this?
Okay, how do you do that?
See this button?
No, I don't have that button.
You don't have that?
No, I only have it on the right side.
You're sure there's not a button right here?
No.
No, so you're not sure.
I am sure. You want to see?
Sure.
Oh, wait.
You turned it off.
Why did I turn it off? What? What just happened?
Turn your screen share back on.
Yes, that was kind of confusing.
Okay.
Now let's rub. What? Why is this closing?
Wow. Do it again.
It just closed without me doing it.
Just do it again.
Okay. Wait.
Okay. Now, don't click anything. Wow, that looks nothing like mine.
I know. That's why it's conflicting.
Okay,
Like,
full screen it. Full screen. Okay, up in the top left, see the little 3 dots? What do those things say?
It says this one is for notifications and the other one is for subscribe. And then this one is report you and then ignore you.
Okay, go scroll down on that.
On this?
Yeah, on that. Scroll up. Why does yours look like this?
Well, I do have better... No, I don't think I have. Oh yeah, I have better DDV.
Turn that off real quick.
Oh wait.
Okay, you can turn the dark theme back on. It's fine. Now... Wait, stop. Up. Scroll up. Scroll down. Down. Can I go further? Down further. Let's stop. See the thing on the left with the on and off, like the red one?
This one?
Turn that off real quick. What does it look like? Okay, turn it back on. Hide friends, right below that. Hit that. Now you need to hit save, I think? Or close that real quick. Reload the page. I know this is so interesting for all the people watching, not seeing what we're doing. But go to the setting again. We're gonna change something else. Keep going. Down. Down. Do you have anything else enabled? Just keep going. Oh, you're at the bottom?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it's not just us. This is actually not technically on my side, so we could get around this, but it is on her side, and I don't want her to have to deal with this.
Well,
Right below that, see where it says hide the subs and all that? Hit that one.
this one?
Just hide all those real quick.
I'm just hiding whispers, right? Is that it? Did I just do that?
Sure. Go to channel. Okay, no. Close that. And hit the reload button. No, it's still there. I really have no idea what that is.
Same.
Go in and
It's
disable.
not-
Disable it. Like, go in there.
Table one.
Go into that. How did you even get this? Why does it look like this?
I got this because it was nice for me because I couldn't really handle the bright
Okay.
of the whiteness.
No, that's fine. I'm just wondering how it's affecting it. Turn off that Franker's face emotes. No, turn it back on if you want. Go up. Turn off all the ones that you have on real quick. Turn them back on.
I don't even know what the fuck
Dark theme, completion tooltip, I think.
doesn't really matter the other ones.
Keep going up. I really have no idea how this is happening. Go
Like,
down.
the
Go
thing-
go really far down.
The thing is though, it's not only me, it's many people that have that. We
Left-
cannot change it.
Left side chat.
Oh. Disgusting.
I mean,
That
okay.
was disgusting.
Final thing. Go into your setting thing in the bottom right.
Not this one,
Not
right?
that. Close that. Go to your gear. Do any of these say anything that might...
No, this one does a pop-out chat and a mod icon. That's just for mod stuff. This one is for...
I don't know.
I do not know
I'm
either.
sorry.
It's not only me, it's many people that have this.
Well, it's how it is for now. We know how it's going though, so I'm gonna start streaming the thing for you again, so you can see the game. And we're just gonna do it. You're gonna have to deal with everything looking awful and terrible.
That's
I'm sorry.
fine, that's fine. It's fine, don't worry about it.
Everything's
But
awful and
at
terrible,
least
and
thank
that's
you
fine.
for trying.
Okay, load up the game. We haven't dropped any frames or anything, so it should be all fine. So, Chapter 1, School Life, Daily Life. This is just our daily life now, right? Right?
Also, hi Annie. Let's say hi yet.
This is our daily life, Emily.
Beautiful.
It seems about right, right?
Yep.
It looks like the lint roller has way less sheets than it used to. More importantly, where's Sayaka? Sayaka. Whatever.
I don't want to know. Can I?
More importantly, where's Sayaka? The toolkit's still inside the drawer and still sealed. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. It's been taken out of its sheath. More importantly, where's Sayaka? There's a keychain on the ground. It has my name on it, so this must be my room key. I give it to Sayaka when we traded rooms. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. The sheath is the sheath for the replica sword. The sword itself has been removed. More importantly, we're Sayaka. Can't interact with
Not
that.
the trash can. That's weird.
There are slashes and gouges on the walls and the floor. More importantly, we're Sayaka. So, just interact with everything, right? Now's no time to stare at some stupid surveillance camera.
Apparently not, because it calls it stupid.
So, here's the base. The display stand the sword was on. More importantly, we're Sayaka. There's slashes and gouges on the walls and the floor. More importantly, where is she? I don't have time to think about that damn monitor. Let's leave. I need to investigate and find out exactly what happened here. Fine. I'd better check the bathroom. Let's take a look inside.
Ah, she has pink blood.
It took me a second to realize that I was screaming. What I saw dug its way through my eyes and buried itself in my brain. And then... people are screaming in my house. Give me a moment to go tell them to stop. You start screaming in the game, and they start screaming in real life.
Oh. Yep. So I'm alone here, so I should entertain people before he comes back. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We. Pink blood everywhere.
Okay, I am back.
I entertained them, kind of. Yeah.
Thank you.
Not a problem. Man.
Everything went black. To survive deadly life.
Oh my.
When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at a huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I remembered seeing before, and when I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before. Ah, you're awake, finally! Are you okay? Now's no time for sleeping! Get your ass up! Huh? You're unconscious, dude, and I had to carry you back here.
Well,
It's no surprise, considering what happened. What happened? Hey, are you okay? So it wasn't a dream? What I saw, it was real? That's right, it really did happen. Sayaka is dead. A deep, dark despair worked its way through my body and then exploded out of me. I shot off and took off running. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if oh, sorry, wrong voice. I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka's...
just give up.
You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself. Listen to us, man! What do you think was gonna happen if you go out there? Well, what good is it gonna do just sitting around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym at a time like this? Our friend, Sayaka, she's dead! Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. I realized she was gone.
Calm down.
For you, read this.
Okay. None of us want to be here right now, either.
Then
wait,
why? If it's yellow or blue, it's mine. If it's white, it's another character.
Should it be obvious? Monokuma, he told us all to come here. Yeah, I did it.
Well, hold on! Don't talk like that! We all protested it! I mean, we remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay! But...
So,
I'm the one who convinced him to come right now. You need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without him.
Also, can you speak up a little bit?
Now,
correct.
We don't...
Yes.
Right, it's yours.
we don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have.
Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious he's the one who
Because
killed
shit.
Sayaka.
Wrong.
I would never do that! If you believe anything, you can believe that! He's here again.
Hey,
Unless someone violates a school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I can promise you I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here. I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the Bear ×1 rule.
But
Emily?
Oh god. Then who? No. Then who did it? Who killed her?
come on.
You already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka? Don't be stupid, that's...
Ooh, me. I
What's
did
the
it.
matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot up by a Gatling gun. Do you remember what I told you when this all began? One of you decided to kill Sayaka so that you could graduate. Someone's just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
well,
You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
Wrong.
Nope, sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify to that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion.
Are you serious?
Someone killed someone!
It's amazing when some people are capable.
Just hold on.
Hey, hold on. Don't just assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right? Huh?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave.
What?
Why are you laughing? It's 'cause... Naive. You're just so naive. You think it's really that easy. You can just kill someone and waltz out of here. You're super naive. Devilishly naive. Hellishly naive. No. The real thing has just begun. The real thing?
Now then.
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold, remember?
then perhaps
You're referring to the rule number 6 of the school regulation.
Anyone who kills a fellow student. I was reading the back screen.
Never.
Fine, read.
If you are the blackened
Read it.
that committed the murder, you can be found out by the other student. That is what you're talking about, isn't it? She knows this.
In other words,
Bingo! It's not just enough to kill someone, you have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with. So a certain amount of time after murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Class trial? Yep, it'll begin a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the blackened who committed the murder, and they and the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
during the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which of course means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
Well,
So, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Oh, well, to put it simply, it's execution. Execution?
what?
and by execution you mean?
Execution is execution. Execution.
Well, hello there.
Hey, Cassie.
Hello.
You were very late.
I'm only a half hour late.
Yes, you are very late.
Feels like
very late.
forever because I missed you.
Alright,
Hey,
what did you guys do? So you
we found
discovered the body, I
Yeah,
assume.
it was a part of our
Yes.
daily life. We started up our regular daily life in that room covered with slashes and everything. I investigated everything,
but-
and then found a dead body.
Yeah.
Poor Mizuno.
Yeah.
Another one bites the dust.
I mean, first one bites the dust, but okay.
Electric chair.
Okay, yeah.
Poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
Yes.
So, to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die. But if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed?
Well,
Yes.
What a smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you, implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system, or an inquisition type thing. Which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully, because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add what the rule I just described to your handbook. Make sure to keep it in mind. The new rule has been added to the regulations menu.
hey,
Cassie,
Oh, sorry.
it's fine. You're here.
Ugh. Ugh,
Oh,
my eyes. Alright.
poor cookies.
Wait, hold on a second.
the hell are you talking about?
You're freaking insane, you know that?
Huh?
What the?
A class trial? What the hell is that? I don't want anything to do with it.
What's this?
Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone?
What? Are you saying you're not going to participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy.
The hell are you talking
What
about?
punishment?
I might, I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something.
Shut the hell up!
Shut the hell up. Say whatever you want. I'm not gonna be a part of this.
I don't!
Don't be so selfish.
Stop it!
You're the one being selfish. Kill you whoever you want. It's got nothing to do with me.
Evil is standing before me. I'm trembling with fear. But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist till the very end. If you're really gonna want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first. As he said that, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then...
Are you enjoying yourself now?
alright.
Are you?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help! To me, godly spear, Gungnir!
Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust.
This wasn't supposed to. Why me?
Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. And just like that, she never moved again.
No way!
What the?
I don't. No, that's not me. That's not me.
That me.
That's you.
I kind of like Emily's more.
Cunt.
This can't be real! No way!
Well now,
Now, I'm painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really want to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know. But I guess y'all needed to be taught a lesson after all. What an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you just obey those school regulations.
Junko's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I'd ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. No one there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who until a second ago had been our friend, was dead. She died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being. really not all that shocking. She just died, that's all. She just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. This isn't some superhero comics, so it's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality.
Wait, is that
That was me. That was me.
that's your
Okay. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's the accent one.
Yeah. Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something?
I changed my mind.
I knew it.
No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time.
Here, real quick, I need to change something.
What?
My setting. There we go. I need to turn down the game a bit so I can hear you guys better.
Say what?
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly, you can't kill time. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time? Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma! Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the Blackened. This little file is all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I like to call it the Monokuma file. Alright. I mean, naturally you guys aren't experts on this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with a corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstance and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I could see it all go down.
Well, wait. So then, you know who killed Sayaka?
Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial, now could I?
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's comforting, somehow.
Well,
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we meet up for the class trial in a little while. It rhymed. And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. And for who knows how long, no one said a word. In fact, the fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course, but there was more to it than that. It was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We'd found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her.
Now is not the time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we can do right now is lose all faith. What the fuck happened?
What?
Sorry. The voice just stopped. The worst thing we could do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to some disastrous result as having total faith. Oh shit. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in each other.
what?
And everyone else.
Huh?
In other words,
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust or not trust is, of course, up to you.
Continue to think about and talk about the disease. Certainly it's going to help anything.
You get really quiet whenever you read her.
I know, right? Fuck.
Cassie?
Yeah, I know. Saying stuff like that is just...
How many times have I told you anyone who could adapt will die? That is the only thing awaiting those who are unwilling to adapt.
There's a lot of girls that seem soft-spoken is what we think.
Yeah, and you
If
can
that
speak
happens,
softly, just
you only
raise your
have
voice.
yourself to blame.
What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened.
just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we are all going to die here.
She's right. We need to begin our search right away. Either way, we can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have?
No way in hell am I letting someone kill me. Alright, damn it, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were using like a mantra to give themselves strength. But they're right. We just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this! Starting with best character. If we find out who did it, then only that person dies. But if we get it wrong, then all the rest of us face execution. That's what the ridiculous school regulations said, right? So stupid. Wow, he's fighting against that? Huh. Byakugan. We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is. Hey, Leon Kennedy. So we're really gonna try to find out who did it?
Hmm? So you finally noticed?
Huh? Noticed what?
I was looking through the Monokuma power we received. And I noticed something very obvious and very unusual.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Mokoto's dorm. There you go.
So, I'm really bothered by the fact that no one knew this beforehand because they found him passed out in his room right in front of the dead body.
Because
Hold
they're
on,
all
Gabe.
idiots.
Gabe, hold on. Just wait.
Okay.
Just
What?
wait.
She's right.
Then, could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second. You've got it all wrong. For just one night,
Soda, what's
I
your
traded
deal?
rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid.
You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth.
The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it?
Yes.
Just a second.
What?
Monokuma file? I can't check that?
Yeah, you can. It's under truth bullets.
I can't.
Well, then you can't.
GG!
Not yet. I think you can after you leave this room.
Cass.
I hate this, but still, we don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it, or else we're all dead.
Okay.
You're just gonna save Kyoko for last?
Yes. It's very hard to get to Toko.
Yeah, I know.
Fukawa.
Fumi's big fat body is in the way.
She must be so shocked she can't even open her mouth to talk.
Well, this happened. I have to go
What
to
shall I
the
do?
toilet.
Alright.
Someone got right in front of us. They...
Hifumi? Consciousness has crashed. Restarting now. Please wait a moment.
We can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
Huh? What's going on? Is this really happening? Screw that piece of shit bear!
Hold on. Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene.
What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so no one can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey,
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick.
Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene.
Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone. What? Why the hell not? Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in the position to destroy all the evidence you want. What? Fuck you! Fine, then I'll stay at the guard duty as well. That way there's no problem.
Two-player co-op defense with the two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP.
Since you won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try.
I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check. After all those injuries and losing that much blood, frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on. Hold on! Just wait a second! She's dead, then that means everything that's happened so far is real? It's not a joke or whatever, it's really real? Hell no! Someone save me! Let me out of here! Someone help me!
What's your problem?
You're just now accepting that?
So then.
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
So,
well, do I really have to say more?
perhaps you
I'd rather you didn't know.
goodbye.
Everyone, play for good luck.
With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym. Pray for good luck, everyone just starts, like, kneeling in front of me, just worshipping me.
Yeah.
I'll be going too. And just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it.
Yo.
Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I better head to the scene of the crime. Oh, that's right.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence, they better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious, I will fuck them up.
Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off.
But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
Anyway,
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka.
What are you implying?
this is
It was you!
I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
Don't come any closer! Are you gonna kill me next?
so,
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet.
That's true. May as well always check just to check.
Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate.
Wait, why not?
I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
Looks over at Junko.
Yeah, I think she purposely, has not looked at her.
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone is expecting much from you anyway. Alright, guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left, and their parting looks at me had been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something, otherwise everyone will...
Execution is execution. Execution. Electric chair. Zzz, zzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. So not everyone left. Makoto's a filthy freaking liar.
I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Mizuno. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound in the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Monokuma file number 1 has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Hey, Junko, do you have any ideas?
Yeah, you should probably check. Junko, you're a lie. It's all a farce.
I tricked you, Junko. That's it. The Monokuma always shows something. There's got to be a clue here. Or not. I'd better get back to the investigation. Okay. Hey, hippie. No way. I seriously don't want to die here. I'm begging you, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me. I don't care who it is. Just get me out of here. Hiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Aren't you going to help investigate, Chihiro?
But I can't leave Juko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her.
Someone's spying on us with that camera, but who is it and what for?
Don't you love the investigation music?
It's very good.
Smooth jazz.
Inside the display case are trophies and other items. That's it. The Monokuma, yeah, no, it's the same thing as before.
You don't have to read it every time.
Yeah, I gave up after I realized it's the same thing. To force us into a situation like this, what the hell do they want from us? First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. We won't make any progress without investigating there. So I headed to my room where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I'd better examine the state of my room a little closer. They might reveal something new. It's the display stand the sword was on. There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it, so this must be my room key. If I remember correctly. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's yours. Sorry.
Oh, shit. Right.
That wasn't me.
Fuck. Hold on. I don't even remember the voice for her. She's dead.
She was a really neutral voice. Do a ghost voice.
Oh, that's right. We'll have to trade.
I said ghost, not drunk.
Fuck you.
When we switch rooms, we switch keys too. Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get into this room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to unlock the door? No, that seems impossible. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Sorry, I was grabbing chips.
Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or opened it for any other reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms, and with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... Switching rooms is bound to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Huh? Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there's way less than there was before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decide to clean up a little?
Yeah. The room was so dirty before.
Sorry. Chip. I was eating a chip and it is going down wrong. Sorry, and Cass, I hadn't cleaned in the last week of living here. Who knows what I got up to here. I also haven't showered the entire time, so it's probably disgusting in here. The notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. The toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that's been used at all.
Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine, and I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't even imagine a situation where I need a toolkit like this.
Yo,
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo. We ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either, then?
why?
Not just me. Nobody's busted theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday. None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, because, like, why the hell would we? Toolkit has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. There are gouges in the bed, like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? Surveillance camera. The mastermind must be using this to keep an eye on everything that's happening from here. They don't do anything to stop what's happening. They just keep on watching. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle?
Oh man, I don't know.
It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right here in the other room. If only I'd heard something. That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you, and there's no way you could know. Perhaps this was perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Evidence of a struggle has been added to the Truth Bullet section. By the way, while yes, our rooms may be soundproof, are the doors?
Yeah.
Okay, so that explains why I couldn't hear the banging last night, right?
Mhm.
Perfect rooms for sex.
It wasn't banging. It was them trying to open the door.
Yeah, but it was
Like,
rattling
they were
and
messing
trying
with
to
the
shove
knob.
it.
Yeah.
This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself until now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off in parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of the coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Replica sword.
So when are we gonna go look at
Once I'm finished investigating everything in here. I do everything. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Doesn't mean it was used in the attack somehow. And plus, the sword's been taken out just like the sheath, but, huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made of something pretty sharp. But how does the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone uses the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're going to attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath? Replica sword sheath has been added to the Truth Bullet section.
the trash can?
I try to interact with it before I can't.
No?
Yeah,
Oh, God.
every other time I can interact with it, but I can't right now. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. What? That's not what I was trying to interact with. Okay, I thought... Never mind. Okay, so, Sakura, you seem like a smart cookie. Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too? I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply do not know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see.
By the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible. That dirty bastard! Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's why my brother taught me. So if I ever find that son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
yo,
That all gets sorted out when the time comes. He is the best.
Yeah,
Hey,
I love
Kyoko.
Mama.
Hey, Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but...
What are you doing? Isn't it obvious? No. Not really.
Wait, I just realized, is that voice act? Oh, wait, no, yeah, I already know the voice actor. Never mind.
I'm searching.
For what, Kyoko or us?
Makoto.
We're Bryce Papenbrook.
Yes, I know, which is a character from... I believe he was Asbel from Tales of Graces. That's why I recognize it.
I don't know.
He's the main character of that game.
Kirito from Sao. He's,
Yeah. Searching? She was down on
the
her...
Blue Exorcist main character.
Yes, I believe that's correct. She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of my room.
Down on her knees.
Cassie.
I'm sorry.
Class.
I don't have any.
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said,
Are you a clean freak?
huh? No, I don't think so, but what? Nodding, she glanced toward my room one more time.
See.
Interesting.
What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as I suspected. There's something very unusual about your room.
Unusual? What do you mean?
so
I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I did not find one single strand of hair.
It's almost like we found out what that was used for, and I already knew that, because let's be fair, you could easily find a hair that doesn't belong here, and people would be like, well, we found the killer. Really?
indeed.
Cass?
Sorry, I was blowing my nose. Not one hair from. Oh shit. Whoops. Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here.
You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it too?
I see.
Very interesting. Curious and curiouser. Your room didn't have a single strand of hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean.
Was it Sayaka or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it?
Makoto's room cleanliness has been added to the truth bullet section.
I like how us being like a slob is
It's
gonna
not-
save our skin.
It's not a slob thing, it's just not a clean freak. You're a normal kid. You don't scrub your room every day. The bathroom, and on the other side of the store. That was a lot more green than I remember.
Yeah. A lot more
No.
in negative than I remember.
I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. We walk in and the body's gone. Oh yeah, we threw that out. It was gross.
Stinking up the place.
Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom.
Hi, Mizuno.
Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her, her. AKA that really weird smile she does. Sayaka.
And all that Weebanese she speaks.
And the fact that, you know, all the blood inside of her body. All at once, I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up, I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me and supported me. There's
Yeah, there's
only...
only 2 things to look at.
I
Oh
wonder...
wait, 3 technically. Go up. 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 There you go. There's your 3rd. But I think that's always here. Also, yes, there's a toilet in the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
Mystery solved.
The water for the showers gets turned off at nighttime. Understandable?
Have a nice day.
I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's no time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object had been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But what if they used to kill her? Where'd they get it? That's definitely not something that's something I should look into later. That's a knife from the kitchen. We already... whatever. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist was broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, but that's for sure. But there's something sort of glittery on her wrist, too. Right there, where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. So it should be noted the fact that it's broken, which means it was a blunt thing, which means that the sheath was used to crush her wrist, which means she had the sword.
You mean... what?
She had the sword, the killer had the sheath, banged up her wrist, and then stabbed her in the gut with a knife.
Okay. If that's what you think. Alright.
That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is... huh? There's some blood on her index finger, but that's
I
it.
like how some of it's red, like actual blood.
Uh-huh.
Like
Well,
they didn't even pink all of it.
yep. The palm of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come only her left finger? Sayaka's wrist has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. The stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist,
That must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? So it's very possible that she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when she got her wrist broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw 11037. Written in blood were the numbers 11,037. Did Sayaka do this? That's it. Cat.
Mm-hmm. It would seem...
It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody message that was written. What? I don't know.
Read.
Okay. That's you.
Oh, I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself.
Do you often talk like an aspiring poet?
But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11,037, I have no idea what they could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hands towards the wall. If you were trying to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be?
The result?
Well...
Think about it.
The number, whatever it would be written upside down. You're not going to tell me?
Makoto.
You need to... That's yours. Sorry.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you remain unconvinced.
I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you're not going to tell me.
I like, by the way, look over real quick. So you can see the corner of the wall and the door. The one scratch mark extends past the wall.
Mm-hmm. Everything's a 2D object sitting on other 2D objects, and it's all slightly off of the 2D objects, so it's all perspective.
I like it.
I actually really like it. It sounds like Hyoka knows what Sayaka's dying message means, but honestly, I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who's better asked than the ultimate programmer?
There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken?
Broken? Oh, you mean how it got stuck?
It gets stuck?
Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked, but once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Bathroom door frame has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook.
Correct.
So the door doesn't fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob.
Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see it right away what I'm talking about.
I did what Kyoka said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob.
Yeah, if you click on the door, it's fine. It won't send you into the bathroom. You'll just look at the thing.
That's not really what I meant, but alright. What the heck? The door's knob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it.
Hint, hint, someone who has opened their, toolkit. Mine's not open. Whatever, that's yours.
Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional.
What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So...
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing.
But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathroom can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought, then apparently struck with a sudden realization. She shot a question at me.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that?
Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms.
So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting.
She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. Yes, I totally screwed it up. It happens.
The heightest.
Yeah. The heightest slint. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
I see.
So that clears that up.
Hmm? What clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
Well, see you later.
As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from, and also, I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I had no choice but to go see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I can see what everyone else thinks, if they'll even talk to me, that is. I mean, I doubt they'll say anything new, but I'll check.
By the way,
Okay.
you suck.
Yeah, this is basically like the
Tutorial.
baby's first murder trial.
This is...
And it just happens to be your best friend.
Yeah, it's... Oh, actually, this is exactly how Phoenix Wright went. Wow, I'm at the perfect level, aren't I?
No, because
That's
Byakuya
you.
sucks. Alright, so what do you want to do? Investigate where you think the knife came from, or we can talk
Okay,
to Chihiro
so first things
about
first,
the numbers.
before anything else... Huh? This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. Interesting. Huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. The nameplates in my room and
Gabe,
Sayaka's
I
room
wonder
were
why
switched.
they didn't notice that she died in Makoto's room.
Ah. The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched, so all that effort I put into switching my rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Door nameplates have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Trash can!
We don't really need to be in Sayaka's room.
Yes, we do.
Oh, I thought we already took that last night.
No, you can't take it until now. I tried to take it previously, and Koda's like, I shouldn't do that. That'd be an invasion of privacy. And I'm like, you foolish fool. Sayaka got really upset after seeing what was in that video. I wonder, what did she see? It might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Sayaka. I need to borrow this DVD. I also haven't used the bathroom in forever. No, I can't let myself get depressed again. I need to search for clues. Okay. I can just...
Okay, now what?
Let's start talking to people, see what people think.
Okay.
So, why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No, you've got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. He didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? It should be noted that the nameplates are switched, so how would the killer even know that? The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms? She's dead because of me? Then it should have been me that died? Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. If that's really true, then I...
Fuck Byakuya.
Hey, Kennedy. Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file says Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate?
Look at all these hints the game's trying to give me.
Very strange. Mr. Naigi, what was Miss Mizuno doing in your room? Let me just say this.
Or not.
I absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room.
Do you really think I'm guilty?
Restoration.
Goes straight to the trash room. Thanks for suggesting that, man. Beep, boop, 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 beep. Nope. There's a hatch on the floor. Rattle, rattle. The door won't budge.
Okay, Gabe, I'll tell you. You have the right idea, but you need someone to help you.
It's the end of the line! The trash room! This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up! How do you
get this gate open?
You can't go any further.
No entry beyond this point! Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in!
Cleaning duty?
No entry beyond this point! Only the person allowed on cleaning duty is allowed in!
Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further.
Okay. This is stupid. It'd be faster to just go around and ask the others.
You can't go any
Okay. Clean duty's been added to the truth bullets section. Interesting. So if we find the person on cleaning duty, we may find the killer. Or we may just find, you know, somebody who can help me out. One of the two!
Oh god.
Hina, are you investigating the dining hall?
Oh no, I'm just taking a break actually. I've been taking a break since we started. This is all a first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing.
I know what you mean.
And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps me calm down. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kind of hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed.
Why are they so low resolution? Oh. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it the one from the very beginning, or was it like that from the very beginning, or I better see if anyone here knows more about it. Hey, who would I even ask about that? Asahina?
Maybe the person who just said they're in the dining hall all the time.
Yeah, she's in the dining hall, not the kitchen. Don't be a fucking sexist.
Yeah, but she sees anybody that goes into the kitchen.
Don't be a fucking sexist.
Fuck you.
Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange, a knife just suddenly disappearing like that.
Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope, last I remembered, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row.
So when did you notice one of them had disappeared?
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone.
So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall?
Yeah.
In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come in the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Ioi's account has been added to the truth bullets.
Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka?
Yeah.
What? Of course not! I would never! Hina, do you really think I murdered her?
I mean,
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean,
You're
you guys are
next.
supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends and then one of them killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything all together, I honestly have no idea.
Okay. Check the time. I wonder if there's a time limit on the investigation. Well, it doesn't matter. Either way, I need to move as fast as I can. Is there a time limit on the investigation?
Is there?
Cassie?
The answer is yes. But technically no. The
Is-
investigation will end whenever you find all the truth bullets.
Okay, so I don't
So
actually
not
have to
really.
worry.
Like technically in game it's supposed to be a time limit, but like for
Okay,
us it's not.
I don't have to worry about one. That's all that matters.
Nah.
I should be able to use this to see what's going on, what's on the DVD.
Which,
the
by the
DVD
way, I'm
that's
such
set.
an idiot. When I got to this, I was so confused. I'd done everything besides this part. I was like, what the fuck else am I supposed to do? I'd even taken the DVD, but forgot to actually watch it in the AV room.
The DVD that
Such an
Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... Oh hey, look, it's that scene that was in the first episode.
I just want to question real quick. What's wrong with the girl in the back right? Honey.
She's really, really stoned.
Honey.
To
Why
be-
do you have weird eyes when everybody else has regular anime girl eyes?
She is really stoned and also trying...
That's why she's
she-
also
she-
half naked.
Oh, actually, no. She's trying to read a prompt. She forgot her lines, so she's reading up there on the billboard. She's like, singing through the moonlight. And staying on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with the friends she said she had been so that had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
The ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly, the screen went dark. In the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This
Titties.
successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
It's been a week. Also, that Donkey Kong ass font. Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. So you're trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far?
Man, knowing the end, everything makes so much more sense. But yeah, like hindsight, it's 2020. So Monokuma's a devious little cunt. Say that.
Cleaning duty, eh? Oh. Cleaning duty, eh? As a matter of fact, Monokuma came and talked to me yesterday morning. Really? He probably realized I was basically in charge, so he decided to talk to me directly. The topic of conversation was assigning cleaning duty. Oh, so you're on cleaning duty now. Actually, no. Huh? Okay, then who is? Hifumi was also there when we had the conversation. He volunteered right away, so I let him have it. He's on cleaning duty then.
Yeah, that was Makoto.
Right, I didn't. Right. Indeed, but we'll swap out on a weekly basis. I'm sure you'll end up before too long. And when that time comes, I'll be counting on you. Everyone gets this voice now, especially Mizuno whenever she's in a flashback.
Hey, I just want to say something real quick.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of a spoiler, but not really.
Don't hurt me this way.
It's just a funny thing.
Okay, Emily, you ready?
Yay.
Hey, Celeste, do you know anything about the cleaning duty stuff?
Cleaning duty? What is that? Honestly, I have no idea. Maybe you should ask Taka or someone else. Anyone but me, really. Yeah. Bitch.
I mean, we already know about the cleaning duty, so do you want to just go talk to Hifumi? Because it seems like Makoto's just talking to people about that right now.
Which is weird, considering I've already gotten past that flag, but whatever.
Yeah.
I guess I have to do the next flag for it to stop talking
Also,
about that.
this game is just pointing you everywhere. Mondo talking about the trash room. Her telling you to talk to Taka.
I mean, to be fair, Mondo's thing was actually justified. He had a good idea and said that what if they'd already gotten rid of something? That was a legitimate thing, but every other thing is, yeah.
Us to, like,
Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time, so I formally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't even had a chance to get started.
And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room?
Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room, and to do that they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key? What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash open all the time so we can throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
Actually, anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered. So that must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you bastard.
Hey, fatty, why'd you want that cleaning duty gig anyway? I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal? Liar, I know why you did it. You want to dig through all the girls' trash looking for, you know, and poking around at it. What are you talking about? All my love is for 2D. But there's all kind of trash diggers like that. Me will get tired of 2D and then turn to... I would never get tired of 2D! After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you totally not embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's an easy solution. Whenever a guy is cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing of it.
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it?
That's not how it's supposed to...
Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you.
Wait, so you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma or save a village or beat a boss.
No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around.
Oh, okay.
So easy. So Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room.
You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife, he learned how to get by on the inside, but never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said, so him and Rita, they found themselves a way out.
Whatever, just please hurry up.
Okie dokie, leave it to me.
Hifumi pulled a key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then, Monokuma didn't attack. It was great.
Mr. Naegi.
However, Mr. Nagi, sure you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend, you planned this all along.
No, I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not.
But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You just want to see if anything got left behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world?
Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. Yeah. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It looks like a burnt piece of something.
A burnt piece like a hunk of burning love?
Anyway, this is... It looks like a piece of cloth in the shape. It's part of the sleeve from a buttoned-up shirt. And now that I look at it, there's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of some of the evidence that the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. I mean...
I think we've already discovered the thing that, like, definitively says who the killer is. Goddamn.
There are shards of broken glass scattered around it in front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Yeah, is that?
Do you know what this is?
They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on a big city street corner. Gaze into it and it'll show you a glimpse of the future, just like that Mina girl who was on the quest to find that one guy.
Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should still be at the gym. I better go find out for sure. The shattered crystal ball has been added. Is there nothing else? There is. That's a huge trash can. Isn't there supposed to be some...
Called a dumpster.
Isn't that where we're supposed to put the trash that we can't burn? Well, whatever it's for, it doesn't look like it's hiding any clues. Yay! I got a coin!
Oh, you're gonna get a lot of those, honey.
This is the incinerator. It's way back in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. Ah, and it's on right now!
Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator? It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on!
Very
strange. I'm sure it was off the last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Hifumi, do you realize...
Hifumi, do you realize what you just said?
Huh? The fairy?
No, you just said the last time you were here, the incinerator was off.
Ah, yes, about that there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory. Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down here to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who here has the key to open the gate, it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet...
So that means someone was able to turn on the switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. But how is that possible? I mean, the evidence is already making it really obvious. It's making it really evident.
This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. What does that all mean, Mr. Nagi? Will you be confessing soon?
Why me?
Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one.
It sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. And I'm gone.
Alright, so there's still 2 people we can talk to specifically.
Okay, so I need to go to the gym to talk to Mr. Psychic Boy and see if he's lost his thing. Okay, Mr. Sakurai.
Okay.
So we need to talk to Sakurai, and then I need to remember what else evidence. Right, the numbers. But I haven't seen Chihiro, have I?
They were both in the gym when we last left them, remember?
Ah, right, yeah. Sakurai! Hey, Hiro, can I ask you something?
No, I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out now, I've had enough. Gotta break free.
Hiro, snap out of it!
Huh?
Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? Did he take it with him, or is he showing, like, a picture?
I don't know.
That's my crystal ball, but it's all smashed. What the hell? I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break? Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon.
Yasuhiro's an idiot.
You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS?
Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you.
Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it.
You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. So I need to go by the laundry room just for the sake of checking, but I mean, I probably don't. Thanks, Hiro. That's all I wanted to know.
Sure.
By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing?
Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. Came up to like $1 million. $1 million?
That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. What? Cassie?
Keep going.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Keep going.
I'll have fun in my mouth. The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. Now, where I have to go.
Well, whoops. I think it's basically if you talk to Yasuhiro, that's like the last truth bullet, so it's like donezo. Basically, okay, since we can't do it, I'll just tell you. Chihiro doesn't know anything about the numbers. You ask her, and she's like, oh. I don't know. They don't make any sense to me. So I guess they don't matter enough for the game to let you know that.
You're late, Makoto! We've all been waiting for you!
I bet you were afraid to be discovered as the murderer you are.
Let's not jump to conclusions yet! Save that for the class trial! Then we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime!
So they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well, but then who is the killer? I mean, at this point it's fairly evident.
Yeah.
And also the fact that, you know, these people didn't do any investigating. They're still assuming that I'm the killer. Like, only, like, one person actually investigating anything. The one who murdered Sayaka.
I mean, no. At least two.
I mean, who?
Byakuya and Kyoko.
Byakugan was never shown to actually investigate anything. He stood out in the hallway and made theories, blabbing on and listening to people's conversations.
When you were out there, yeah, he was out there. But Byakugan always investigates. Always.
But he didn't make any note of anything. So as of this point, I'm going to say he didn't investigate shit. Is it really one of us?
He did.
I don't know that, so he didn't do shit. My reality.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
What?
So whoever stuck us in here took the time to set this goddamn courtroom, huh?
Impossible.
Damn, we really gotta go through with this class trial thing, huh?
You know?
If you want to confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it.
Hey.
There's no point in standing around here. Settle your resolve and step into the future.
So the school basement has become the darkened stage. We're all here to bear witness in Mr. Nagi's final curtain call.
You know what I mean.
Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out. Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready? Emily?
Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? Because I don't give a shit.
This is the difference between me and me, Gabe. Whenever I get to this point, I just go to the elevator. Fuck these people. I did not talk to anybody.
Yes.
Being so insistent, even though you're obviously killed her. Very impressive.
I wasn't trying to... Okay, that's the problem with everyone being stacked in front of one another.
I can't help but wonder what whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now.
Hey, Chihiro.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. In the end, I wasn't able to do any looking around or anything. Is this really how Sayaka would want us to find out who killed her?
Relax! I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit yet! Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way. Cassidy?
Let's get started.
I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator. Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
You know, I'm just gonna skip through these. It doesn't matter. Are you scared? Oh. No, scared isn't quite right.
I said this before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth.
I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raise my voice to try and give myself courage, I turn, trembling with anticipation, towards the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes. Emily?
Rather than that, is it more like suspended, waiting to receive his judgment?
Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school.
What do you think? Doesn't it just feel like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close. It's total shit. Okay, okay, find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up.
So the game is partially voice acted until you get to a class trial. Class trials are almost entirely voice acted.
Okay, well, cool. We did what he said and found our seats.
You're still gonna be doing a lot of reading though, Gabe, because you read for the narrator.
The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and ease on
Also,
anyone
I love
else.
this angle.
Cassie. Cassie. Stop being so
Hey,
rude.
not my fault. They made it. They made it for me to look down.
The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so, the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment. A deadly deception. A deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle. A deadly defense. A deadly faith. A deadly class trial. I mean... How many... Yeah, I mean, sure. I'll just save in a new slot.
I tried to do that and then I got annoyed. Okay, go to set skills, my boy. Go down. This is where you set what skills you can use. You don't have to keep setting them, but you only have one.
Increases damage to the opponent whenever a statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet time battle.
Clock that bad boy in. By the way, what setting are you on?
So for the for action scenes, it's set to medium. For logic scenes, it's set to hard.
What?
For action scenes, apparently
There's one setting, Gabe. Gentle.
No, there's two different
middle,
settings.
and then hard.
Okay, no. There are two things. There apparently are action scenes and logic scenes. The logic one I have set to hard, which was whatever you said was hard mode, and the I think I said that backwards, whatever.
It was
I'm really
kindly
confused to
because
what
it
the fuck you're
reminded-
talking about.
Cassie?
So in the beginning, you can choose the option of to be
Oh, yeah,
kind,
you can change
gentle,
that.
kind, and mean.
Yeah.
But there are two things you can change that on. You have the first one that says something about tactic, and we set that on kind. And there's another one that says logic, and you can change that too. We change that on hard.
Okay.
Because the reason
You
we
guys
changed
are gonna have
that
to
is
deal with some stuff that I didn't then, because I played the game on gentle. Because I wanted to enjoy the story, not hate myself.
we did it because it's mean. I'm gentle. I'm kind, mean. I mean kind.
I mean,
That's why we.
I don't
did
think
it
that's
that.
why we did, but alright.
I just did. I said that.
I don't
and you were
think
like,
you're gonna
"Alright."
have to deal with too much of it this trial.
Yep.
Like after this trial, you're gonna
Come
start
in.
getting fucked.
It might be a little bit too hard on us. Maybe we should go change that to gentle after this if we can.
Okay. I guess we're just going. Finished preparations?
Yeah, it's fine. You only have the one skill. Sadly, we didn't get anybody else to really like us.
I mean, you really couldn't. The only other person you could have was... Yeah, I'm not gonna say it.
So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Not a good enough reason for penetrate.
Penetrates?
Really?
Okay, but what
15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
You're gonna get a lot of tutorial in this game.
It's about to begin, the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found out, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely! As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. I'm a really slow... Fuck. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during an investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim, then fire with the white button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the start button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Also, I really like this bit, because everyone's like 2D in the circle.
Yeah, evidence of a struggle.
So someone's gonna say something, and the way that you're gonna contradict them is there was an evidence of a struggle.
Yeah, you know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise.
Also, the words will
while
be
she was in
gold.
the bathroom.
The words will be gold.
No!
Chance to resist.
There you go.
Oh.
You also have to shoot the words.
Oh.
So you have to aim.
Oh, I have to shoot the words? I thought you shot the person.
Uh-huh. Nah, you shoot the words.
That represents the person's weak spot.
I assert that the one
Yeah,
who
so
was
you,
murdered
Okay.
you can fast forward by holding the B button. Alright, stop. Yeah, 'cause I'm up. Right there. At the bottom. It's gonna be in the bottom.
Yep.
There you go. Boom.
You got that wrong!
Shoulda watch your guile!
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room was. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Time to blow away anyone who tries to say it was the sword.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that
We call
is
it
the
a
murder
knife.
weapon.
We call that a
So the
knife,
killer
Shimara.
used some random knife they had on him. How could anyone do something like that? That son of a bitch.
Okay, Gabe.
That's,
So there's only one contradiction there. And it's the one that Mondo said. Because
But
he
it's
said
not some
they used
random
some
knife.
random knife. But it's not. It was from the kitchen knife set.
I mean, why does that
This is
matter?
what it is.
So the killer used some random knife they had.
I was listening.
Because it means that Aoi technically knows who got the knife.
I mean,
Because she was there when it went missing.
I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
You could see the knife sticking out of her stomach. All right, guys.
A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
Yeah.
And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. But more proof to be needed.
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. You can concentrate by holding down the RB button. While your concentrated time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like that consumes the focus gauge, and this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have some fun. Ioi's account.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, but he did it in secret. Nobody was in the dining room.
Yeah, no. You got that wrong!
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
I'm not even gonna bother reading this. Like, we've already read this.
Blah, 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 blah,
Wah, 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 wah.
blah, wah, wah,
Just to be
wah.
perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rules?
Good grief! Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case. Oops, did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seemed the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
I can.
Oh. Good job!
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right. But then, couldn't
Wow.
either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
We were too busy lesing it up.
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy
Okay.
I wasn't really thinking. I just asked her to stay over.
Okay, good.
Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorm. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem. A boy and a girl spending the night together.
No, you're not. You're wrong. You're wrong, Ishimaru.
I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Ishimaru, you poor boy.
But if it wasn't
She wears a skirt. How obvious
That
could it be about it?
that doesn't mean anything. Lots of people wear skirts.
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here? Are you talking about?
She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was Sayaka.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. Most likely.
The person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
That stupid fucking face.
No, you're wrong.
Leave my wife alone.
That's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? They convict me, everyone's gonna die.
It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Your first...
Hangman's Gambit.
Okay, absolutely.
It's just Hangman.
As things advance further in a class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this trial is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the left stick, then... Okay. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been there at the scene but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. If we can figure out what that something is.
I think I know what word this is.
Hair? Let's see. 4-letter word. H. A. R. Man, I wish they weren't all behind one another.
Here you go. You got it, Gabe.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I can promise the immediate next trial, the word is not nearly as easy.
Of course.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
It's somebody without my or Sayaka's hair color. That doesn't help us.
It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
You remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Killer struggled getting to the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is... Where is it? Bathroom doorknob.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kiyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-step debates. Would you like to hear? Absolutely. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bolt on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you also lower your trust with everyone, and the influence gauge will take some damage. Now, this is important, because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. Make your argument. I'd imagine it's not going to be the first one, but I'll wait.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
You got that wrong! Huh? What's wrong? If you keep trying to disrupt the trial, you're going to put yourself on trial. What? But I didn't have to. What? Okay, I'll wait.
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
Apparently that wasn't right, even though the fact that... Whatever.
Yeah, that wasn't right.
That was just weird because I didn't have to. That's not a lie. Like, that is a lie.
Yeah, everything that's...
Okay, there we go.
Everything that's yellow is a contradiction, but not the one you're looking for.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, you were looking for the contradiction that it was locked because it wasn't.
So, can I listen to this multiple times in a row? Or do I only get, like, 1 or 2 chances?
What do you mean?
Can I listen to the entire topic, like, the entire way through multiple times?
You can, but it'll do damage to your influence gauge.
Okay, that's why I'm asking.
If you don't.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked.
The girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
But I will say, though, Gabe, every time you get something right, your influence gauge goes back up half a heart.
Cool.
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yep, true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door. That's not lucky at all.
Justin, hush your face.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck.
It's not because Justin does that voice, it's because he just typed in the chat a minute ago. Which, to be fair, I wish Justin was in this call because I want him to do Monaco's voice.
The killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
One important detail, something the killer didn't know. For some reason, they were convinced the door was locked, which means the important detail the killer didn't know is that the crime took place in my room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized
I'm
that
trying
it
not
was
to
my room.
interfere.
That's fine.
Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door open.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
He sounds so disappointed.
Someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
So any of you.
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Everyone dies.
Why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
There's only one way.
How did the killer
Oh, what's the way, Gabe?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up.
What's the way, Gabe?
That's possible, right?
She let them in.
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Also impossible.
Negative. If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
The reason there's no way Sayaka invited the killer into the room. I already have the answer. Switching rooms?
Okay.
I think?
What? Wait, hold on. What was the question?
Why can't she have just let somebody in when they knocked?
Go back up.
This?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
think
what...
so.
That has to be it, right?
I got it!
Yeah.
I hate this in
Sayaka was
all
already
these.
scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
I mean, that's not quite true. I asked her, but whatever. Details. Wah, 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 wah.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I'd better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room. Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't.
But of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Then that note. Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
And how wrong you are?
Very well then. Pay attention.
Dorm nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
What? I did.
Even if someone did read the note,
I'd already
Gotta
shot
hit
it.
the words. Yeah,
I-
but
would
you
not
missed
have
it.
any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Sayaka and Makoto's
Okay, I
room,
lied. You don't
it
lose influence gauge
specifically says,
for just not saying anything.
So if
But you do lose
someone
time,
would have gone
because
to
these things are kind of time.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was
You've got that wrong!
I just like the Japanese version, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. Sayaka.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What? Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
Wow. You're kind of slow.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword was because... where is it? Did I pass it? There.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room, and what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear? Sure. Are you getting used to the non-stop debates? Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, there's only one of those bullets that can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the LB to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire, and press LB to cycle through each bullet. Press and hold that. Or you can hold down the LB button and use the left stick to select a specific bullet. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well then, good luck and have fun. Hey guy. Replica sword, sheath, knife, replica sword, alright.
When the fighting broke out,
You gotta be careful about when you use that, because your focus gauge, you know.
Yeah, I know.
It runs out pretty fast.
sword-based sneak attack.
That's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
No, I was wrong. Okay. It's fine.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit, and that's when the sword-based sneak attack.
That's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she grabbed the kitchen knife.
Alright, I think I know what it is.
And that's exactly what happened.
Okay.
Alright, Gabe.
Yeah.
I won't tell you everything, but I'll tell you the truth bullet you're looking for is the sheath.
When the fighting broke out,
So switch to the sheath.
grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. Sword-based sneak attack.
That's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So
Okay.
Alright, there are only 2 contradictions
Okay.
in this bit. Which one is it?
It's the one with the sword-based sneak attack. She couldn't have been stabbed immediately.
The culprit grabbed, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
You've got that wrong!
What you got?
Break.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Yep.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
I mean, the sword.
Ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
You'd be correct, Guy.
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Her palms.
Knees weak, arms are sweaty. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti.
So I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
That makes no sense.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because the water was off.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower.
I mean, to be fair, Naegi
We've only technically been here for like 4 days. Hasn't been a week.
Still, Naegi hasn't either, so I can't really say anything about that.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Why?
Both.
So anyway, Sayaka never touched the sword, and that means
She held the knife.
is the only one who used the sword. But hold on, if that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was
Sayaka.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
And the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
That smug-ass smile. What?
Took the knife from
That's
the
him
kitchen,
for you.
then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation,
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms
Didn't I do it? Am I
No, I
remembering?
think she did.
Oh, okay.
was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That line.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then
Ouch.
you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her.
Oh, how the turns have tabled.
One she planned
To my side, where they shall stay until I kill you.
That can't be true. Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument.
Okay.
You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Makoto, you've got that wrong.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right? No, it's wrong.
That was easy.
Yeah.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message. Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037.
I wonder what that's supposed to say.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Her left index finger.
She's a bitch, but I love her because she reminds me of me.
To be fair, she's not a bitch. She's just making sure that everything's easily proven.
I
I'm
know,
a bitch.
I know, but I still say she's a bitch in a good way.
Her left index finger had blood on it.
It only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean?
Bitch.
11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
Makoto made the same, you know, I don't know what word I'm thinking of.
No, that's not. Yes, I'm a programmer,
Assumption.
but I don't see any kind of
Yeah,
meaning
that's
in
it.
these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What? What?
No, it's just look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers.
Calculator speak.
Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little granny cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Damn it, it's no use. I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it? I think maybe I see something.
God. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh?
You just
got past the clue part and right on to who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Saka's dying message reveals the killer's name.
Don't select yourself, by the way. It's,
Instant loss, yes.
Yeah.
Leon Kuwata.
Whoops. Tried to skip through some dialogue once. Accidentally picked myself.
Simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
I don't know, you've been calling me the killer for the entire game.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of. I know what it was. The burnt shirt piece.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
Funny enough, he would have gotten away with this part of it if he had never tried to get rid of the evidence. Because no one investigated anyone's rooms. Anyone else knows that?
But one was burned up and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah.
Maybe the name that she wrote while dying was enough to conclude that it was Leon.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. But just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it that we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. I mean, where is not really the thing, but how, I guess?
I got it! If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. That's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. Okay, so the glass orb. Shattered crystal ball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to...
You've got that wrong.
Sort of a child.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball,
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was divine with it.
Divine with it.
Roll with it.
Yeah.
Let's just throw this.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Wah 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 wah. Wah 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 wah. Wah 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 wah.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Kobe!
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All
Kobe.
you have to do is look at the scene to know that
Kobe
the
for
killer
accuracy,
actually
yeet
went
for
inside the
distance.
trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It would have been much more a challenge at all because the killer is the ultimate fanfic creator. He just wrote himself into the story and was able to...
Yeah.
No, that's the baseball star.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
Now you're gonna do another mini game in the trial. I hope you like rhythm games.
I'm bad at them.
Still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make this crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me!
Oh wait, actually you're gonna do the final
Say
thing
what you
real quick,
want,
I think.
Leon, but all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin.
Okay, a closing argument.
Every
It's a
case
comic book.
Every case has at least one element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the full events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the A button, holy cow, you'll get a hint as to what might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. What about a rhythm game?
It'll be after this. Alright, so you can scroll through them with, I think, RB and right B, it says. Or RB and left LB. So you have to pick which thing is supposed to go where to finish the comic. I already know what this first one is, so what do you think the first one is?
It's right here when she was holding the knife and
No.
the sword was behind. What? Oh, it's read from right to left, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, understandable.
So now you can go on to the next page.
How?
I don't know.
Oh, you have to scroll
That
over.
how.
Okay.
Alright, so now...
This. Because he
No.
doesn't...
No.
What?
No.
That's... Okay, keep going.
Be sure. You're walking past it.
What are you talking about? She
Look
can't...
at the pictures for sure. Look good.
Yes, she stabs
Okay,
at...
yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay, you guys, stop ruining everything! Now, he gets the sword, breaks her wrist, and she drops the knife. She goes running, can't open the door, she's afraid. So I'm not using all of these then, right?
You are.
Oh, okay. What? What?
Oh, wait, no. Gabe, that one's wrong.
I'm very confused.
It's that one.
Yeah, but... Alright, whatever. So I'm not using all the... Whatever. That one goes there. Now he goes out of the room and cleans up. Then he goes in here, uses the ball. Yeah, so I don't use all these.
You do use all of them.
This one is already in here, Cassie.
Oh. Oh, it might be because... Okay. It might have been because I was on gentle. Since you have a harder difficulty. It might be they're throwing in some extras to fuck you up.
Make sure I don't have any other problems with any of this. Go to way back here, and can I find one that has the sword? Yeah, I'm not... Okay, this looks about right.
Yeah,
Any
it
complaints?
was just confusing that one with the knife and the skirt because it looks the same
Yep.
to me for some reason.
Reenact.
Yeah. I think that's what confused me.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them.
The world.
She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for.
So I guess I really am the lucky student, because that simple event is the only reason why I wasn't blamed for her murdering him.
Well, the door. Your broken door.
Well, no, that too, but I meant more of the entire sword thing. He wouldn't have been able to defend himself otherwise. And I would have lost.
They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Oh shit, wait, Gabe. I think the one we put there is that one. Yeah. That's the one with the guy standing there with the sword.
Oh, okay.
See, I knew that wasn't right.
Okay, that's fine then. But we did it together.
Yeah.
Alright, you can just reenact it now. It's fine.
Yeah, I think that was
And
why
it'll
it's so
start from where we
confusing.
left
Like,
off.
That makes no sense.
During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Done.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her. But of course, the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife.
What I don't understand is the killer would have to leave Makoto's room to go to their room to get the screwdriver. Why would Sayaka not just leave, or grab the knife at least, while the killer wasn't in the room anymore?
I know, right?
I was under the assumption that he swapped out the two kits.
I don't think so. Maybe? I don't
The killer
think
from
so.
noticing. She wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's
Kinky?
blood.
I also love the bit where the gray person turns into the person at the end of the trials.
It's made a lot easier with the fact that this artist only has one face that they give people.
They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been in.
Take away the hair and the color, and boom, it's all the same people.
Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt.
Except for the fat guy, he doesn't count.
They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
Complete.
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt. And that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object, I object, I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence. Your first bullet time battle is about to begin. Great.
Oh, here it is, the rhythm game!
Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply doesn't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as bullet time battle, aka the BTB, by the way. I hate them. I hate them. I love them, but God. During the bullet time battle, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the A button to lock onto an opponent's statement. Y to destroy the statement you've locked onto as the tempo marker reaches the center.
So you can lock onto a statement whenever, as soon as it appears. But you want to hit A to destroy it when one of the white circles is in the middle of the thing.
Why?
Or why? Yeah, why? Whatever.
Use this method
No,
to deal
not
damage to your
whatever.
opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain.
You need to remember that.
Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going, you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you press the Y button to shoot it with a truth bolt like any other statement. Refuse their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious.
Also,
But
the example they're showing is such a spoiler.
I know,
I'm
right?
not even reading it. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0, you run out of time. You fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. I'm not even reading the thing
When
up
the
top.
killer broke the bathroom doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. So what did the killer use?
Me.
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
Back. Whatever you say, you cock, dick, whatever. I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon's the killer. I need to figure it out. So A to lock on, Y to shoot.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid.
I'm surprisingly good at this, by the way.
You lied.
I don't think I
Stop
failed this
talking.
single time.
Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me?
You have to lock on first.
I pressed A, actually, but...
You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Where's your proof? This should prove it.
Also, later in the game, you're gonna have to pick your truth bullet that you shoot in that scene.
The screws on the bathroom
Makes
door
it even harder.
were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right? Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Okay.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid.
Alright.
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
That's kind of horrifying.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Is there better than an A? Could I have gotten an S?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, look, you have 85 tokens now.
Oh!
Yeah, you get a fuck ton for finishing trials.
What's a minstrel? Mistral? Mistral? What's that? Yeah, Mistral.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
The Monokuma vote! Okay, so I don't have to do anything with this?
Oh.
Good.
Just sit back and relax.
Looks like you got it right on the money! The blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kawada.
We're gonna have to start reading again at this point because it's no longer fully voice acted.
Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? Cass?
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch, what the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
That's why I killed her first. You chased her into the bathroom. You could have left after breaking her wrist.
None of you are any different.
One wrong step and you'll be the one standing here. It was completely chance that I wound up like this.
It was just unlucky. That's all. Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death?
Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about it, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Wah 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 wah. Wah 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 wah. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka. Wah 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 wah. And that's why Sayaka, for the future that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said, wah 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 wah, she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know, because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that.
Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those...
I accidentally hit the A button.
Just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and loving on the outside, but inside she's descended into pure madness.
What did you say?
I understand, really I do, yup. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Comparison, intimacy, love, the stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us! This is all your fault! Sayaka was forced to do something like that. All of it, everything! It's all your fault!
Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
Cass?
If you really want to make our enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now.
Damn it! That was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did. Now then, since you're so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice, I had to kill her!
That's it?
I was just protecting myself from the heat of the moment. It was self-defense!
Emily?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way in the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke in the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
No, that's not...
Stop it. I've heard enough of this.
Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than Eno, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand?
I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him. Huh? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind. Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice? Well, it just so happens there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people like that with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up! Well, okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment!
I'm begging you, please, don't do this.
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Please.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
No.
Game over. Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Do you get a scene like this if you lose too?
What?
Do you get a scene like this if you get it wrong too?
No.
Lame.
You just get, oh, no one believed me. Everyone thinks it's me. Everyone voted for Makoto, but I won't give up. And then you can choose to go again. And you start back at the beginning of the trial.
Isn't this ironic? The 1000 blow. Ouch. Beat into a bloody pulp by 1000 baseballs. That would be horrifying. Both to experience and to watch. Also, he'd probably be dead by this point already. Before those balls will hit him right there. Why did Monokuma look shocked?
Because we did, he was just mocking us.
Okay. Wow, I never thought he'd bleed so much. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it? Alright.
Man, I hope you like the word despair. You're gonna hear it a lot.
Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control.
Cass?
What's going on?
I can't take it.
I can't take this anymore. Oh, fuck, sorry.
What?
Do we really have to keep doing this?
Also, the previous line, I was just counting that voice line as that.
Yeah. I just can't take it.
Well, hey, if you don't like it. All you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. That's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you! Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us? Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy. Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear. Why are you putting up an upstanding citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal? It seems like you're trying to use some common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a smile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. I don't think that's what you're saying. What I'm saying are quite fit together. You piece of shit! I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you want to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame.
Cass?
Of course we can't cut free of the outside world being trapped in this insane place.
You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we get to live here forever?
What are you trying to say? Man, I haven't heard him speak in like an hour.
Hey.
Cassie.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there.
Cassie.
Hold on. Sorry. Just like before.
What?
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some more for the fun for later.
And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Cassie.
Makoto, Makoto, can I talk to you for a second?
She moved in close and whispered in my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. Also, man, there's a line that's gonna come up in like 2 chapters, and Jesus Christ.
It's about Sayaka, isn't it?
I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the Christ trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself.
You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you.
She was thinking of me? That's why she left that message. So that it was Leon who got caught and not me in that. You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However,
even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you.
What?
so...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message in the first place.
Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it.
Why are you telling me all this?
Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others will never be able to break free of such a desperate situation.
Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm gonna carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go.
So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you.
As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey. By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka?
Oh, well, I'm psychic.
What?
Huh?
Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. By the way, fun fact, that the melodic voice skill actually just gave me that line. Boom. So, the melodic skill now lets me use her catchphrase. I have the ability to steal catchphrases from people. Boom. That's my power. I'm the ultimate, what would that be? Plagiarizer? Yeah, that. You receive the Despair Bat present. 1 is the loneliest number that I've ever known. That's the achievement I just got. Finished chapter 1. So, I guess I'll just hit this. Save over my previous slot. Should we stop it here, or should we keep going for now?
We should stop it here, because this is the next chapter, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we should.
Okay, guys.
Finish the class trial.
Thanks for coming out for this one. We managed to get through the entire... What is that?
Investigation and class trial.
Okay, thank you. That was actually a lot of fun. Mind you, some of the minigame stuff I'm going to have to try to get better at, because I was doing kind of shitty, and that was the first one. That was the baby stepped one, but whatever. I'm sure it's fine. Thanks for coming out, guys. This was a great time. Emily, Cassie, thanks for joining me on this and doing some of the voices for me so I don't have to, because, man, would that be bad. Good response. So, thanks for coming out. We'll see you all next time.
Bye-bye.